Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing the hashtag editors pick decks. And I already did the tarot version. I'm doing the oracle version. This was created by the beautiful Nova of Nova Mundi Tarot. And it is a bunch of prompts. So let's just get started. So the first prompt is Inner Child Work. A deck that you recommend for inner child healing, one that feels safe, nurturing, and playful, ideal for reconnecting with innocence, creativity, and emotional truth. And because I am doing only Oracle, I thought of the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle. And this one is so quirky. Now, it's not that it does not go deep. It definitely does. But it goes deep in a way that definitely feels safe. It feels fantastical. It's like Where the Wild Things. Is that the name of what the book was? Or The Never-Ending Story? It kind of feels like that. Where the Wild Things Roam. Is that what the name of the book was? It kind of feels like that, right? So, these are the backs. This is the book, Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle. Next question was Shadow Work. A deck that's powerful for helping readers face their shadows. Honest, deep, and unafraid to confront the difficult. This is your recommendation for deep transformation and self-inquiry. So the decks that I thought of are the Archetypes deck by Kim Kranz, The Wild Unknown, and Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle by Mandy Peterson. This also comes with a fantastic book. But I thought of these because I think that past life work and archetype work are both like major parts of our shadow and uncovering like traumas and things that have happened in our past, I think is a major way of learning how to deal with those in present day so that we can let go of many, like even maybe physical ailments and limitations that we have, the way that we communicate, the type of relationships that we tend to veer towards, loving ourselves, and maybe getting over like anxiety, things that we don't understand why we might have a major fear of or anything like that. I think that can be found in the different archetypes and the different things that have happened in other lifetimes. So past life work and archetype work, I feel like are major components for that. So, and I have done some major shadow work with this deck. I mean, it is on such a profound level. So, yeah. So those were my picks for the shadow work prompt. So the next prompt is for Deity Work, or Spirit Guides, a deck that serves as a spiritual bridge, perfect for working with deities, spirit guides, or higher realms. It holds sacred energy and supports devotional practice or channeled messages. And although I do really have a lot of decks that would fit into this category, I like that for Deity Work, this one actually has one card for invocation and another card for evocation. I believe that's correct. So let me show you. So like Demeter, we've got her blessing, and then the second card is the invocation, right? So let me draw one so that you can see what I mean. These are super beautiful also. I need to, I love the backs too. These are just beautiful. Let's stick with Hecate. Okay, they're both here. Not only do I think they're beautiful, I think that they're functional. So let's see what the first one says. So card 1, her blessing and crone. I, Hecate, shall light your darkest hour. Hecate speaks. I see you, my unforgotten child, in the most forsaken cave beneath the earth. I see you, lonely one, standing at the crossroads at midnight in the dark with your eyes blindfolded. I have heard you, dear child, crying across time and space for guidance. I have felt your hands reaching for mine, snatching at my torches, hungry for their light, grabbing at the keys which will reveal the rooms of magic and secrets and witchcraft. I am the lady of the ghosts and spirits, of the ghosts that you become when your life is less fully lived than it deserves to be. I am the maker of magic, the one who will go into the underworld to bring you back. I will defend you and light your way back to the sunlight and flowers that you were born to dwell among. I will meet you at the crossroads when they come. For so many human children cannot recognize the turning points, so they are so dizzy within the worlds they have made. I will strike the ground and bid you look. Look at the shape that you are giving your life. I am an only child, yet I am sister to all and mother to many. I watch over your young. Though they call me crone, I am all in one, and I am deathless, always here just beyond the wheel of time. I bear the keys to the world. I am unconquerable. I am unconquerable, queen. I am the daughter of the night, and all acts within the night belong to me. If you cannot sleep or have dreams of torment, call me, and these will subside and become their most blessed self. You will fear no more the darker places, for within them, with my hounds, my keys, my light, you will never again walk alone. I am the divine, three-formed Hecate, who knows all that you undertake, and I will strengthen your own magic until your path is dusted with stars. And now, the invocation, card 2. Call on Hecate for help making life-changing decisions. I stand here at another crossroads, lady, and here I await you. I ask you now, help me make the decision that will best fulfill the promise of my life, the purpose of my soul, the honor of my name. Let me know where to walk and how my path will be walked. I ask you now, light the way with your 2 torches. Liberate me from the indecision that causes me to waver, to think unendingly and worry without action, creating stasis and fear. I ask you now, show me that burning torch. Let its fire illuminate my true path, so very clearly that every doubt is burned away in its light. Let me open the gates with your sacred keys and trust in your guidance. You who came to the aid of the mother of grain, you who guided the queen of Hades back to the sunlight and flowers, sweep away the obstacles from my heart and mind. Let the path, whatever obstacles in may contain, have a way through, and let me find it swiftly without doubt. Come to me when my fear arises and help me dispel it. Let your magic open doors, show me solutions, transform my fears into a strength and certainty that only sways for imaginative opportunities. You, lady of certain purpose and swift strides across the darkness, let your hounds walk by my side so that I feel their protection and can finally rest. I ask you for this so that I can become who I am meant to be. Threefold you are, and threefold I can be. Let the future, the past, and my present entwine and aid each other in the creation of this life. Let me understand what was, know what is, imagine what will be, and walk step after step in rays of light from moon, star, or sun. Feel your courage and stamina increase with every breath, with every footstep. What a powerful deck. So, The Great Goddess Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. Artwork by Jake Bedelli. Just absolutely stunning. So that is the Oracle deck that I would recommend for Deity Work. So the next question was Ancestor Work, a deck that you suggest for connecting with ancestral wisdom, whether for lineage healing or honoring those who came before. This one opens the path to ancestral connection. So I have two here. One is the Beloved Dead. This is, I've done some beautiful ancestry work with this one. It's by Carrie Paris and Tina Hard. The book is fabulous. The cards are so good. Body, Messenger, Play, Invisible, Promise, Justice, Bohemian, Disconnect, Conscientious, Evermore, Competition, Religion, Personality, Explorer. I'm sorry if these are creating, let me go turn off the light. So let me actually, I do want to show you both of these, but let me just draw one, and so I can read out of it so you can see. Give me one card, please. All right, there we go. Prophecy. All right. So let's read on prophecy. If I can find them. All right, I think they're in alphabetical order. All right, this is what it looks like. Prophecy, when describing you or someone on either side of the veil, validates an experience or gift for divination, prophetic dreams or sight, intuition or mediumship, and connecting with consciousness that's survived death. Alternatively, this card exhumes the specter of a prediction that keeps rattling its chains. You've been told many untruths growing up. Life is unfair. You can't always get what you want. Love sucks. Why can't you be more like blah, blah, blah? Beggars can't be choosers. You'll never amount to anything unless you don't cry, feel, or trust. Dreams don't come true. Get a real job. You're a blank. It says fill in the blank with any limiting definition that has been thrown your way. The list is long. When the Beloved Dead of prophecy steps forward, it asks what predictions has set up residency in your unconscious that you keep enacting over and over again. What's become a self-fulfilling prophecy? So obviously this card, depending on how you're using, the deck itself and what questions you were asking, who you're talking with, whether or not it's about an ability that you have or not, it pertains to, the actual oracle and the card, I should say. This comes with a lot of cards. I think it's like, is it 80 cards? Yeah, 82 cards. That's a good size for an oracle deck, and I love this. So I want to show you the other one really quick. The other one is the Ancestral Magic Divination Kit. This is written by Nancy Hendrickson and illustrated by Stacy Williams, NG. This is such a super cool system. So it comes with different kinds of cards. So one is the magic and one is the witches. It also comes with a pendulum. It comes with a pendulum board on the inside of the box. But it also comes with, and I bought like the kit, the whole kit, and extra things too. I also bought the board, divination board, Acts of Magic. So essentially what this kit does is it helps you to find your own magic from your lineage. It is like super cool. So just to show you some of these. So spells, energy, love, divination, fire, moon, aura, chakras, dream, totem. So these abilities that we have, right, that we have inherited from our ancestry, magical abilities, you can discover it from this actual kit. Medium, like plant magic, music, sky, fairy, weather, art, healing, alchemy, omen, offerings, folk, ritual, conjure, amulet, poetry, bird, and witchcraft. That's one pile. Those are the ones that are the red cards or the burgundy cards. And it comes, like I said, with the pendulum, which is super cool. So we've got healer, hero, trickster, hereditary, innocent, outlaw, sea witch, divination, visionary, achiever, hedge, elemental, outlier, green witch, creator, father, mother, adventure, teacher, ceremonial, survivor, burdened, root worker, cunning folk, storyteller, strong one, traditionalist, magician, seeker, kitchen witch, and muse. Now, I did buy the expansion, so I got like, I think it was 5 other cards. One was the witches expansion, and the other one was the magic expansion. So this is all about learning about your ancestral magic. And I want to show you. This comes with several different spreads. So we've got what is my magical superpower, message from your magical ancestors, like which ancestor is guiding me currently, what is the theme of the message that your ancestor is trying to communicate to you, what magic binds you to this ancestor at this time in your life, what is the blessing or gift that your ancestor is offering you, and what is your gift to the ancestor. Ancestral healing spread, my magical ancestral path, magic in me, ancestor communication, ancestral legacy, ancestral wisdom, guidance for relationships, ancestral gratitude, lineage healing. Yeah, I mean, it is fabulous. Oh, there's more. Ancestral legacy. And then closing thoughts. So let me just read like one of these. Okay, storyteller. Wisdom, charisma, guidance. Listen, my children. We are inherently drawn to stories, whether they be fairy tales, family narratives, or the captivating plots of popular novels and films. Within the realm of storytelling, the archetype of the storyteller takes on various forms, ranging from tribal elders and filmmakers to the cherished figure in our own family, such as the grandmothers. Throughout the annals of history, storytellers have held an indispensable role in society. They have preserved the memories of heroic events, shared tales of extraordinary happenings, and passed down cultural traditions and values from one generation to the next. Their words, woven with skill and enchantment, capture your hearts and captivate your minds. Through their stories, we embark on journeys to distant lands, ancient realms, and the profound depths of the human experience. Most importantly, I think, is that storytellers are the custodians of our collective memory, the architects of inspiration, and the weavers of dreams. With every tale they spin, they awaken the magic within our souls, inviting us to embrace the transformative power of storytelling. So let us cherish the storytellers in our lives and honor their timeless art. For in their narratives lies the power to connect, inspire, and shape the very fabric of our existence. What story about your life needs to be preserved? If you don't know, your storyteller ancestor will help. And then it gives you like questions. If you draw this card, here are questions you might ask. Were you the keeper of your family's stories? Were you a child when you discovered your magical ability? Do all your stories contain magic? Were you part of a tribal oral storytelling tradition? Can you help me become a storyteller? The ephemera photo of Nancy Hendrickson, who is the writer, scrapbook, and poppy flower petals. So that was just one entry. It is just a fantastic kit, really, for if you want to do like deep research into the magical lineage in your family lines. And you could run it on your male and your female sides, you know, the matriarchy and patriarchy, or maternal and paternal, I should say, of your family lineage. And like I said, it comes with the 2 different types of cards. It comes with a pendulum. I think some of these are different like add-ons that you had to buy. But if I remember, I'll try to put a link to the website where you can purchase this, if it's still available, okay? But I do highly recommend this particular kit. Ancestral Magic Divination Kit. So, oh, I love it. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Divination, a deck that excels in traditional divination, clear, direct, and accurate. This is your top pick for those seeking predictive insight or practical answers. And you know what? I don't know if it's any of those things, but I had to add it in here because I just absolutely adore this deck. I cannot get over this deck. It is the Stone Shadow Oracle, and I use it all the time. If I take it wherever I go. I have a bag. There's certain decks that I just keep wherever, if I'm upstairs or downstairs, and this is one of those. And I just absolutely love it. It like feeds me. I don't know how to say it. I mean, for some, it might be a little cryptic because it is very shadowy, but to me, it just makes perfect friggin' sense. And it's said in a way that just like, it's so enticing, it's alluring and seductive. And it wants to pull me into that shadowy part of myself, which I'm just like all about right now, about my dreams and my shadow and my darkness, right? I'm just like all about that. So let me give you an example. All right, so let's have one card. See how this one reads for people. This is one on Etsy. It's by Ray Serafina Barker. Okay. Sovereignty. Oh, yes, sovereignty. Let me read that to you. It's just a little white book, which is perfect. You don't really need anything more than that. The messages are, I think, very profound. Power is knowing who you are and where we stand. The sureness of rooted belonging and reaching, not outward to grasp, but downward to hold and be held by the forces that made us. Power is presence, is knowing we belong exactly here. Inside this space, this breath, this life, this story. How freaking good is that, right? Let me get up closer for you to see it again. Sovereignty. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. I love this deck so much. So that is my pick. It is clear and concise to me. It is clear and concise to me. All right, the next one is As Above, a deck that connects the reader to cosmic or spiritual realms, ideal for soul work life path exploration, or messages from the higher self. It speaks to the divine perspective. This one, the Akashic Truth Oracle. And I have plenty, I think, that would work with this, but this is one that I thought of. This is like higher realms, caring connection, and the messages are literally right on the cards. And they maybe don't speak of like everyday things, but ultimately everyday things and big spiritual things and everything all boil down to these things, in my opinion. It all comes back to this kind of stuff. So let me give you one card for this. I mean, we're on a roll. We might as well, right? Those are the backs. It's beautiful. I edged it in like a golden yellow. So give us one card, please. One card, please. And there it is. Patience, right? Patience is a virtue. So we've got your desired result isn't arriving fast enough for you, and the universe is asking you to not give up just yet. Everything comes in divine time. Perhaps there is something to learn or karma to clear before it will arrive. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's beautiful. Now, it's got other cards in here, too. Why I created Akashic Truth Oracle. Page 2, how to use these cards, actions, how to prepare for a reading, the 3-card life area draw, predictive future draw, the life area review, daily insight suggestions about Patty Oliver, and more. I did get this on Etsy. So it's the Akashic Truth Oracle. All right, so the next one is So Below, a deck that you recommend for grounded, real-world readings. This one captures everyday emotions, human experience, and earthly wisdom with clarity and depth. Remember, these are all oracle. So, because I would always suggest any kind of tarot for that, but the Rooted Woman Oracle is what I thought of for, like, grounded work. I mean, the card images themselves are very grounding. I do think that this is absolutely beautiful. So the next one is a hug deck. A deck that offers emotional support and comfort, gentle, compassionate, and soothing. This is a deck that feels like a warm hug for anyone going through a tough time. And I thought of From Roots to Blooms. And this is by Haley Waite. And I adore this deck. It is fun, and it is validating, and it is empowering, and it feels like a hug. To me, that is a hug. Their opinions are a reflection of them. Validate yourself before seeking acceptance elsewhere. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Fan your fire. Do something for your inner child today. Find a routine that fits and show up for yourself. I accept a little more today. You fill in the blank. Joy happens in the now. Intentionally embrace it. Trust, lift, explore. Intuition, reflection, cycles. Take a deep breath. Trace up the inhale and trace down on the exhale. If it's out of your hands, don't keep it in your head, right? Go, touch the grass. Rest and reset, mind, body, spirit. Practice trusting yourself daily. Blow on me and make a wish. Be human to the fullest. Blame is the... Oh, balance is the goal. Blame is the goal. I was like, no, that's not right. It's balance is the goal. You don't need to be too stressed or busy to be valuable. Stop comparing, criticizing, invalidating, punishing, hurting, shrinking yourself. See what I mean? This deck is amazing. Haley did such a gorgeous job on this. This, I believe, was this was a Kickstarter. I don't know if this is available. From Roots to Blooms. Oh, I love this deck. So the next one is a feel-good deck. A deck that uplifts, encourages, and energizes, whether through color, artwork, or message. This one is a perfect feel-good recommendation for readers who want joy and empowerment. That's the Healing Spirits. This, to me, is uplifting and beautiful and grounding and spiritual all at the same time. It's everything. Natural healing power. Speak your truth with passion. Inner space and universal knowledge. All is well. Go within. The colors are just, they're everything. The whole cosmic feel. It's all about healing. So to me, that is like feel good. It's like healing the spirit in order to feel better. It's not just about necessarily the body. It's everything, the mind, body, spirit complex, right? Your life path is unfolding as it should. Be like your spirit guide. It is always okay to ask for guidance when the way is unclear. Heal the past and fix tomorrow. Right on. Your soul will find those you are meant to experience life with. So the next one is the most versatile. A deck that you recommend for handling any type of reading. Love, career, shadow work, daily pulls, and everything in between. Reliable, flexible, and reader-friendly. This is the all-rounder that adapts to every situation. For Oracle, that had to be the Sacred Creators Oracle for me. I do have the indie version of this as well. But this is perfectly fine. I love that it's just tarot size. I love this deck, the messages. So we've got stuff like follow through. You are living poetry. You are light. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Changes. Bravely market your magic. Rise. Overrate your intuition. Nourish the sacred feminine. Lead your metamorphosis. Sacred mirrors. Find your sacred flow. The distraction of shiny things. Creator air. In balance, soul on fire. Oops. The edge of evolution feels messy. Fierce serenity. Prosperity's sisters are happiness and joy. Right on. Accept and receive. Yes. Collaboration of souls. Fill your cup with sacred giggles. So, best for beginners, a deck that you'd confidently recommend to someone just starting their tarot journey. Accessible, clear, and easy to learn with. This one makes tarot feel inviting rather than intimidating. And so, because this is Oracle, one of the very first oracles that I ever started out with for very versatile and beautiful energy kind of readings were Animal Spirit cards by Colette Baron Reed. I adore this deck. Not only is it absolutely stunning, the messages are so good. The backs are beautiful. The way I edged it is beautiful. Look at these. Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. Bee Spirit, sweet results await. Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Anybody could literally, if you've never ever done any kind of oracle readings or tarot readings before, you could literally do readings right out of the box with these. Chameleon Spirit, act as if. Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted. Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. You do not have to go to the book for these, but if you do, and it's more understandable, I think, if you go to the book when it's for more in-depth, when you're doing like readings for people, it's more acceptable when it is an oracle deck, especially a big oracle deck like this. I mean, just like, look at these. So stunning. So for professionals, it says, a deck that you suggest, keep in mind, these are oracle. I know I have to keep on repeating myself, but a deck you suggest for experienced readers who need depth, nuance, and strong symbolism, ideal for layered readings, spiritual insight, and working with clients at a professional level. So this is what I thought of, the 1111 Oracle, because much of what we do today, we see it all on social media and everything. We see synchronicities in everything, especially because we are so connected through like social media, and so we are influenced by what comes across our feed, more or less, and what people are saying and doing, and right. So I thought of this one, synchronicities, different options depending on the way that it comes up. I just think that they're beautiful. So let's have a message. Let's draw one. What is that message? One. All right, let's just do this. Okay, so material abundance. And it is this way. So for somebody who's recently made some sort of investment in something, it could be an investment in your future growth on social media. It could be an investment in just if you actually do like the stock market or something like that, or investment in a new tool that you use for your business, or anything that you are betting on for yourself. It will pay off. If you're questioning it, don't, because it's going to pay off. See how that is a perfect little for a professional. That's perfect. And that could work in any kind of question, really, that somebody gives you. So yeah, but so many people are all about synchronicities now, right? And me included. People talk frequency and synchronicity. It's all the icities, right? All right, so the next one is Witchy Vibes, a deck that you recommend for those who love witchy aesthetics, moody vibes, magical symbolism, or spell work support, casting, altar work, etc. So the one that I thought of is A Compendium of Witches, Oracle by Natasha Alinsik. I've got the mass market version. The indie version. I would like to get the mass market version eventually, just because I like that there is no border on, they're bigger, but they're more different size. So I eventually want to get it. But these witches are such wonderful guides. And then on top of that, you have other symbols, right? Other symbols that can go along with that. That you can put your own meaning to, or use the simplicity of these cards to go along with it. So it does like double duty. So we're gonna do one of these witches. Oh, there we go, the listener. All right, it came out right away. So it wanted to be heard. So let's find the listener. Oh, 1 second. This is what it looks like in the book. Understanding, attention, focus, immersion. She concentrates on the silence of the valley until she can hear the whispering voices hidden within. The creaking of the old tree speaks of its age, the rummaging of the boar of its hunger, the calm breathing of the water buffalo of its placidity. The listener represents our ability to not just hear, but to listen. The will to carefully observe grants us a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of the world and the people around us. Similarly, the courage to listen to our inner voices can shed light on the roots of our feelings and action. Oracle. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And the last prompt that we have is Astrology Work, a deck that you recommend for astrology lovers and cosmic seekers. One that weaves planetary wisdom and archetypes into its structure, ideal for exploring birth charts, transits, and celestial guidance. So another thing that I said for myself is that I don't want to use any of my decks in this particular hashtag. I didn't want to use any of the decks that I created because my number one astrology deck is mine, the 13 sign astrology deck. But I have lots of astrology decks and I love them all. I just love astrology in general. So I love seeing the different variations. And I wanted to give something that not only had cards, but also had a nice guidebook. Mine does not have a guidebook. I've just got like keywords on each of them because they are more for like working with the actual birth chart and stuff like that. But for the basics, this is a beautiful, beautiful deck. The artwork is stunning. I love the structure of the book, which I will show you. I just think it is a gorgeous deck. I also love the Radiant Sun Oracle. I think that's wonderful for understanding, like, if you're doing deacon work, what this could mean, like what could Aries what could Mars in Aries mean? What could the moon in Capricorn mean? Yada, yada, yada. So, I love that. There's different categories for signs, houses, planets. There you go. That's everything for the one card. I think that is really good. I don't think it's overpowering. I don't think that there's too much. I think there's just enough to give somebody a well-rounded understanding of what the energy of Aries is, right? And if you practice Western astrology of when Aries season is. So when essentially that means the sun is in Aries. That's not accurate because Western astrology is not accurate, but that's okay. Not everybody likes practicing what I practice. So if you are into Western astrology, if you're into any astrology really though, you don't have to use the dates that they say, right? You can use your own dates and still understand the energy of what an Aries or any of them are. So this has been super fun. Thank you so much, Nova, for starting this super cool tag. I said that I wanted to do an Oracle version, so that was my Oracle version or Oracle edition. So thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always.